Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this world. Well, my name's Jade, and this is the Rant. And today we're going to be talking about something that's very important. It's called talent. Do you have it? Do you want it? Do you want to get some? Maybe. Or do you just don't care? Let's go. Yeah, what's going on? You good? I am Jade. There's my name. And hope you're doing okay. Welcome to episode 120 of The Rant. We are almost at the end of the year. It's almost 2026. And hasn't it flown by? Yes, indeed. It kind of has, but maybe not. Who knows? It's going to be hot here today. It's going to be 37 degrees Celsius. Just awesome stuff. Let's go hot. I'm not complaining. Bring on the summer. I want to be able to go outside and get sunburnt. That's what we're going to do, right? You all doing well? Big weekend just got over. We'll say hello to folks who are in the chat, and then we'll get down to talking about talent because it's a thing. It's a thing that it's a dying thing. I think anyway. It's a thing that's dying. Gary Hubbs was here very early. He liked and he shared and he said, have a great stream. I'm preoccupied with kids hockey too, and he's got a lot of hockey on at the moment and says it's a great topic. I hope so. Leela's here. Tom's Christ is here. And Denise says, hello. What's going on, Boomer? Good evening to you as well. Thomas is doing all these things. These are ways you can help the channel or not help the channel. It really doesn't matter. Look, there's new merch. There's new merch, and there's more coming by the end of this week. Wicked. Forrest of the Wolf, hello to you. Joe Glenn, g'day, g'day, g'day. Hugh Caldwell, hello, and a big love heart to you. You're all good? You're all excited for New Year's? Oh, we're getting there. It's coming. Les Nagy is excited as well for people in his street in Melbourne to come out with pots and pans at midnight and bang them. That's tradition here in Australia. Isn't it? Ali and has got some fish love because she loves the fish, doesn't she? Loves the fish. Talent. It's an interesting subject because it seems like there's less of it. Is it just me? Or is it is there less talent happening? I just keep thinking in 10 years' time, are we going to be sitting here going, remember that AI artist? I wish I could be like them. I learnt everything I know from listening to their music. You know what? Oh, yeah, that AI artist with all the AI images and everything that's made in Suno, I really look up to them, and it prompted me, get it, to learn the guitar. Because, like, face it or not, if you're a guitarist, let's just start there. If you're a guitarist, there was somebody who played music in the industry that inspired you to pick the thing up. There was somebody. It doesn't matter if they were daggy at the time. It was a style of music that when you were a kid, you kind of wouldn't admit to listening to them now. You'd be like, oh, that's so embarrassing. It doesn't matter. Somebody with talent on a particular thing inspired you to do something, to pick up the thing and do the thing. It just is what it is, right? And it doesn't have to be somebody who was like in the media or the popular industry. It could have been somebody in your family, right? And most likely people who are doing that kind of thing in your family growing up are a part of some kind of choir, a part of some kind of church group or whatever it is. They're playing that thing too because they were inspired by somebody else. Inspiration helps you pick up things, yeah, and do this kind of stuff. It is physically impossible to write 50 songs in a week, but we're going to be talking about that too. Because, and it's also kind of silly in my opinion, but you keep doing you, boo, if that's what you do, to write a song a week, just to have something out every week, just to keep up appearances, because at the same time, you're not giving people the chance to fucking enjoy your song. Right? There's a reason why people would take time to release an album. There's a reason why we'd have to wait sometimes 5 years for a fucking Metallica album. Mainly because they go on tour and then they come back, and then they got all these riffs and stuff they have to go through, and then there's rehearsal time to learn the songs, get in the studio, all this stuff, right? Management, all the things that have to go down. Mr. Smith, hello to you as well. But even though you've got tools these days to not have to go into a studio and wait for this and wait for that, and you can do it all now, is it a good idea to release a song every fucking week just to keep up appearances? I don't think so. But that's just me. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe that's what it is. I don't care. Talent versus effort. Let's talk about that. Because there seems to be a myth that talent is treated, especially with this. There's this group of people at the moment who are sitting there right now tapping away on a keyboard, making their next best hit, their biggest song that's going to knock Rihanna off the charts, which is actually using Rihanna's music, funnily enough. Robbie Stingle's got the beavers in the chat. Hello, Robbie. Barry Glenn. Right, talent. And these people, there are people who think that talent is some kind of like a magical birthright, right? And that there was no skill ever put into it. There's I have read shit lately in some of these fucking groups, man, of people going, it's about time we were able to take over the music industry and the common person can just make music at will. You're sucking all the fun out of fucking music, you cunt. The fuck are you talking about? Fuck me. Like, and this, you know what? This rant is probably not even going to be about fucking talent. This is about fucking effort and, I don't know, pride and, I don't know, wanting to learn things and wanting to better yourself. And, I don't know, the art of getting better. Where's that gone? Nah, everyone wants everything yesterday. Right? Because most people who are really talented, and we look at them and go, wow, they're really talented. You didn't see how they got there. Like, they just didn't come out of the vagina and just go, hey, I'm Freddie Mercury. Right? There was stuff that went on. There were things that went on in the background, their life. Things that happened, interactions with people, luck, right? There was chance. There was hard work. There was all of those combined to get there. Like, nobody just walks into a situation, just go, yeah, and it's all handed to you, right? Even people, even Milli Vanilli, right? Had to be at the right place at the right time for all these things to happen. Even though they got stripped of their Grammy, right? But there was still somebody who was behind that. Mr. Smith says, learning to play an instrument properly takes time and dedication, no talent. To me, Leela is a brilliant example of that. Look how much time she's put into learning that, play guitar. Absolutely. It's a will, it's a love, it's a want, it's a need. You want to do the thing. You want to get better at it because it means something to you. You get something from it. Not only do you get to play this thing for people and have a reaction, but it's the thing, it's the indescribable thing I can't even talk about here today, that the driving force that's in each of us individually that gets you off. Right? Because it is the thing. We all have this drive to do particular things that we enjoy and make us happy. And it's not out of spite. Like, I've never thought, you know what? That Mr. Smith's a really good drummer. That's it. I'm buying a fucking electronic drum kit and I'm going to be better than him. It's not out of spite. Like, I picked up a drum kit after years of being in bands and having a drum kit in every rehearsal room we're in. And every time the rest of the band went out for a smoke, I'd get on the drums. This is so much fun. And I knew they were out there having a smoke going, I fucking hate Jade on my fucking drums. But it wasn't to like blow off the drummer and say, I'm going to be the new drummer. It wasn't out of spite or anything like that. It was because I loved hitting the thing. It was wicked. And end up years later, I got a drum kit now. And I like playing it. It brings me joy. It brings me pleasure. And if I want to get better, I'm obviously going to have to play it a lot more, aren't I? Right? The more I play it, the better I'm going to get. Paws and Guitars agrees. I guess. I don't know if you do or not. I just wanted to call your name out. Jenny Jolivet is here as well. But nearly all artists, right? Even the people who have had natural ability. Like, yes, let's talk about this. There are some kids who are just born and they can just sing. But that's only going to get you so far, right? Of course, there are a lot of kids who are born who can naturally pick up a piano, right? And then you see years later, they end up playing guitar. Just because somebody's naturally got some kind of gift towards something doesn't mean that is the thing that they will end up doing for the rest of their life either, right? Because there's so many options. The thing is the drive. That's the thing. From all the times I've interviewed people on this show, and which is over 200 people I've interviewed, from artists from all walks, all styles, from all religious backgrounds, everything, right? There's been a drive, no matter what. There's been a fucking drive to want to do the thing. And a lot of the time, the thing hasn't been viable at that time. But the drive to want to do the thing has always been there. And some people have gone and started a family and gone and had jobs and done all this stuff. But the drive's still there, and they've come back. And here they are in this community right now making their best music, right? Because the drive. Now, just Naya. What's going on, Naya? Good to see you. And Dave Bops the Bopperoo, the big bopper, is here too. Right, so most artists who people call naturally talented, which is, I got to say, it's come my way in the past. I'm not going to lie. I find it absolutely insulting because I wasn't just born a singer. I practiced obsessively. I went to fucking music university pretty much, right? Studied education. Fucking a lot. Did a lot of fucking singing. Played in bars, got ripped off, got punched in the head while I was on stage singing. You name it. Fucking it's done. I failed so many times. I failed publicly. I failed privately. Doing it. Failed relationships I was in. Doing music and singing put a massive wedge between me and my family. Even before the trans bullshit. I failed so much. It was fucking unbelievable. But it never stopped me. Why? Because of the drive. Because I wanted to do the thing. It made me fucking happy. Right? And I sounded bad for a fucking really long time. And even now I sound bad many times. There's a lot of times. We all sound bad. It really doesn't matter. Like you see this stuff, right, where people go, Mariah Carey, take her out of the fucking studio with all the effects and everything and all the... Everyone sounds fucking shit without fucking fancy stuff around them, right? That not everybody who's respected as having a great voice is going to sound fucking great all the time. We're people. We have ups and downs, right? And they sounded... And for a long time, and most of us, we can go back and listen to stuff we've done and go, oh, fuck, look how bad I was then. But that's it. That's it. A lot of people now, these days, aren't even going to be able to do that. To go back and go, oh, listen how bad I sounded. Because they're fucking generating shit with AI. How ridiculous. Can you imagine that? Listen to that prompting I was doing back in 2024 compared to the prompting I'm doing now. Fuck it. I always had a kind of flair for music, but it's taken years to nurture and turn into something that's at least listenable. I was a crap drummer to begin with. Couldn't hold a beat. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think the talented people they are born with, it has to be cultivated with practice and instruction. It may not be discovered until later in life. Yes. There's so many variables, right? So many variables. So many, right? Because we all have different lives too, and different things that happen in our lives, and different people that may pass away, situations at work, health issues. There's so many things that play into the whole learning and talent and where your career goes if you're going to follow a career in music or whatever. The variables are just ridiculous as well too. There's that, right? Never has it been. But here's this too, right? Even with talent or perceived talent or learning to get to a perceived talented position, There are lots of artists out there, and you know this, right? There are lots of artists you hear and go, fucking hell, how good is that person? Why the fuck is nobody, why have they got 20 subscribers? It really doesn't fucking mean that it's going to manifest success, right? I think we know this. If you're not in that space at the moment, you understand, you're comfortable with, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Like, that's a whole different show, right? We've all seen the artists who've got really big and had hit singles, and you just go, how the fuck did this happen? And then, you know, the people who are just blow you away at how good they are, they're having no success. That's a whole different story, right? So even without all this talent or the growth and learning and lessons and copying their heroes and all this stuff, they still just can't get over the mark, right? And a lot of people, maybe they're quite content with that. That, again, a whole different show. The concern I have is it's not. I think what the big thing is we're losing the art of wanting to get better. I think that's the biggest story of what we're talking about here with talent. Right now, what's happening right now, the lost art of getting better, right? Because there's let's just try and pull 4 things that are needed to do that. All right, so practice, that's a lot. All right, let's say boredom that comes with practice. Because, you know, hey, I've got to go practice. Oh, man. Scales. The frustration and repetition. 4 things. There we go. So 4 things that are a requirement to get better. And I think we're currently at a state where society fucking hates all of those. And I think, you know, that to a degree, all of us kind of look at that and go, oh, man, really? Where am I going to find the time? I think for most people who want to aspire to get better, right, and reach having talent, because that's the tier that you're going for, right? I want to be talented. It's a grind. It's a grind. But if you've ever played a video game, like a dungeon crawler, you've got to grind, man, to get those fucking treasure chests and get the armors and stuff. You've got to grind. You've got to grind to build up, right? But what's happened with video games? Here's the perfect example, right? I'm sure you'll agree. Video games, dungeon crawler. Let's talk Diablo 1. Remember Diablo 1 back in the day? Way back, all that time. You would grind, go down into the dungeons, right? Fucking kill all the skeletons and all that shit, grab as much loot as you can, and get back upstairs and dump it all somewhere. Because I want to keep it, but I don't need it right now. But then you go back down, kill. And you would build up, and you're hoping to find this armor that's going to help you kill that big boss that's coming up. And you have to grind, and sometimes you'd be doing it for fucking weeks just to kill this one motherfucker. The video games changed, didn't they? And they introduced loot boxes for moolah, pay to play. And people were just going and paying for loot boxes to get all the things that they want. So there's no grinding. So there goes the actual skills that you're fucking manifesting from grinding. That's the fucking point. You're going down there to work out how to take on groups of hordes that are coming to you. How do I kill these ones and kill these at the same time? It's like a puzzle. You got to fucking work it out. It's life, right? But no, they're taking it. Could you imagine if we lived in that world where you got up in the morning and every day there's an incentive hanging over you? Either go to work, go and grind, go to work and earn your money, or you can stay home today and we'll just give you some money, but your grandson, Timothy, gets it. Probably a bit extreme. See you, Timothy. Your dad hasn't come back from the shop with the smokes yet. Right. That's it. Loot boxes represent exactly what's going on with music and this AI fucking prompting and shit. It's the same kind of thing. Here's the thing. Pay a subscription and you can just make the thing. And then you make the music and you sound like everybody. You sound like Hilary Duff. Yay. And you've had to do no work whatsoever. Happy days for you. Good times. Why should I learn theory when there's just a button? Oh, bang. Why practice when there's just a preset? Exactly, Thomas. Rip. Goodbye, Timothy, you little cunt. Skill development is essential with anything, right? Now, it's not only music. Like, you don't go into a job, right, and just they go, hey, so, Craig, here's the forklift. All right. You ever been in a forklift before? No. Off you go then. What could go wrong? You got to train people, right? And you got to want to be in the fucking forklift. Because then you want to train. Like, you got to do that stuff, right? Learning is important. It seems like the learning thing is like, I don't know, learning. Let's talk about this briefly. So AI generative music and the shortcut mentality. This is where things are getting stupid. This is it, right? And hey, look, you know, guys, I do follow a lot of these Suno groups. There is some good news. There is a fight back happening at the moment. A whole bunch of the distribution labels, including DistroKid, right, are starting to fucking reject the music and take the music down because they're changing their terms and they're forcing them now to put on their songs that this is AI made. And it's rolling out more and more. And I'm seeing in all these Suno groups, all these dumb cunts go, my music got taken down today. Oh, no. You didn't disclose, did you? You're the same people who are saying that musicians are fucking losers, but you're the one who's fucking, but I shouldn't have to disclose. Yeah, you should actually. You're the same person who probably says fucking, oh, if I fucking bring home a girl and she's got a penis, she should have disclosed. All right, if you want that shit, then you got to disclose you're making AI fucking music. That's it. If you want to fucking see my goddamn work history to go on a date with me, then you got to disclose you're a fucking AI musician. That's it. And the tools, it's not even the tools. Again, we've talked about this. It's not the tools that are inherently bad. It's the people behind them. It's the people who fucking use them, right? It's the people who want to make shortcuts. They want to remove the struggle. And here's the deal. If you're watching this and you're an AI prompter, here's the problem. You can write as many fucking lyrics as you want about your pain, okay? That's great, but it is poetry, right? And the struggle, right, the rest of the music behind it, that's the story with it. It's not just a lyric. A lyric, right, is poetry. If it's got pain in it and stuff like that, but to put it all together to make music, there's got to be a fucking full marrying of the sounds to complement the pain or the suffering in the song or the joy. That's the accompaniment. I know you fucking got no idea what an accompaniment means. Fucking hell. Or a melody, for fuck's sake. But the struggle, right? Excuse me. The thing is, right, when we make mistakes as musicians, be it on stage, be it writing, be it whatever, right? It's something to learn from. When you make a mistake in a prompt, what do you learn? You just change the words to something else. Just right. Struggle, right? This is the thing that a lot of people are missing. And look, the struggle is where your taste develops, is where your identity forms. It's where the mistakes that you make teach the lessons. That's the struggle, right? That's the struggle to make this music, all these things, right? Because you've got to have taste, the influences and things like this, and the things that happen in your life. There's a lot of Suno groups out there called Suno for Jesus right now. I'll tell you what, look, you can fucking sue me all you want. And I'm not just putting everybody who is this into one basket. But there's a lot of fucking Christians right now using Suno to preach. I'm seeing it in so many groups. I'm just doing it because God told me to do it. You're a fuckhead. Go back to knocking on doors, really. Don't fucking Keep your feet out of fucking music. Go back to knocking on doors and getting rejected there. It is so gross, man. It is so gross. How dare these people sit there and fucking... First off, the excuses, right? The excuses that they make. First off, it's like, well, firstly, musicians have held the music industry hostage for way too long, and now the common man can make music. And then when that little argument gets beaten down to the fucking rubbish that it is, then that's when they go for, but God told me to do it, so it can't be wrong. Well, how am I fucking supposed to argue with you? You just can't fucking pull that magic hand out every fucking time. I know you've been doing it for centuries. Pedophilia? God, fuck off. It's so unbelievable, man. These people, they will do anything. They hate musicians, right? They actually believe, so we're on our little AI generative bit here, they hate us. They think that we've been holding back music from them. They actually... DJ, what's going on? They literally will say shit like, why do you come into our groups? If you're coming here just to shit on us, you've been holding back music from us for the longest time. And so nobody's been holding back anything. If anything, the music industry is fucking been holding all of us fucking hostage. Right? So it's just ridiculous. But I'm going to talk about something too here, because if you follow this guy, Curtis King TV, he's got a great YouTube channel. And he's an awesome producer, and he's leading the charge against AI music, right? And he dropped this video 3 days ago called People Are Rejecting AI Music. Go and watch it. Go and watch it. It's fucking very inspiring, and it will really put in your fucking soul a good reason to keep fucking making music, right? And forget this shit, because it's happening, right? People are fighting back against it. Distribution companies are fighting back against it. And just some quotes from this. One of the most important quotes from this is, we need to think about this, right? And this is my mini rant within here. When people try to sell you on the idea that the future is already settled, it is because it is deeply unsettled. Just be aware. Another quote from, if they can get us to accept that the future is already settled, then we will create that for them. My most daring idea is to refuse. And finally, if you control the music, you control the population. If you control the frequencies, you control the moods. Right. Now, you can call me a conspiracy theorist till the cows come home, and who the fuck are they? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they, them is, right? But it is true. This is true. You control the art. What is there? We've heard it a million times. But AI music's going to cure cancer. No, it hasn't. It's given us the Benanti effect. No, it's given us a whole bunch of fucking goddamn fraudsters. That's what it's given us. And it's given us that in art. It's given us that in music. And it's a whole bunch of bullshit, right? Because if you can control the fucking music, then people have got no way to fight back. Why? Because art is our way of expression. And we need to express, because I don't know if you know this, we've got fucking feelings, man. We've got feelings, and anybody who ever tells you to fucking turn your feelings off, tell them to go fuck themselves, because they are inherently a part of our makeup. And there's no way we can change that. But this is the truth, man. They are trying, like, why are we not solving fucking problems with this fucking AI yet? Why are we not solving cancer? Why are we not solving all these things? Why is the first thing that it's doing music? Because that is the control mechanism. That is it, right? And the dumb cunts are the ones who are like, they're turning on other people, right? That's the thing. I don't want to fucking fight with people over music. Music is the thing that is fucking, that I have strive to make, to meet other musicians and to be around and other musicians and to learn and get better and do all of this stuff. And now there's this group of people who are prompting this shit going, musicians are cunts. It's like, yeah, but we're the ones who fucking been making the music all this time that you enjoy and now you want to make, apparently. But now we're cunts? Because you've been fucking brainwashed to believe it. You've been brainwashed with this bullshit that now anyone can make music without learning anything because you're a dumb cunt. Because you are a lazy piece of shit who doesn't want to fucking learn anything. You want everything delivered yesterday, don't you, AI prompter? That is the hard facts. If you don't like my language, it is what it is because they are cunts. They're fucking useless. Go back to doing what you were doing beforehand, really. Nobody gives a fuck about your pain, all right? Because you are fucking causing more pain than anything for fucking art. Boom. Said it. Happy days. So, history. So this is another thing that is dear to me. I've lost my place. We're halfway through, and boy, am I letting bombs go today. Paul Music, what's going on? I'm not going to apologise for my swearing and all that kind of stuff because that's what I do on this show. Doug Kidder, hello, Heathen Granny. I'm just spitting truth, man. And this is how I feel. And this is how, you know, we shouldn't need to have these rants, right? This should be coming out in my fucking music. This is where you do it, in your music, right? But who wants to write about these jerk-offs? Confusing tools with talent. This is what I'm seeing fucking all the time, man. I'm seeing this heaps. I'm seeing this argument, right, of like, but you've been using VSTs for the longest time. Yeah, but a fucking VST doesn't fucking play itself, does it? I still got to fucking literally play the fucking keyboard, don't I? I still got to fucking play it. I still got to understand scales. What did I do then? I started a video. What happened? I started something. What's running in the background? Close everything. Close everything. Go away. Are we back? Cool. We've lost the sound. Awesome. But you still got to do it, right? You still got to play the stuff. Still got to do it. Right. So that is it. You can't just like blame VSTs. Oh, but what about this? But what about this kind of thing? What about voice melody fucking recognition? Fuck off, man. These are just tools that are extensions of who we are. Like, I don't fucking go out and buy now a generative MIDI app that generates random MIDI notes. It's still fucking generating like notes within a scale. Like, it's still going to a mathematic formula. I still have to program it, right? I'm still typing in bullshit. But this whole idea of confusing tools with talent, having access to powerful tools, technology enhances skills, right? It amplifies ideas. But it cannot replace taste, intention. It cannot replace emotional understanding. It cannot replace lived experience. I didn't download Piano Tech 9 and was like, oh, wow, all these things that happened in Piano Tech 9's life, I'm now experiencing. It's not how it fucking works. I don't know where people are getting this idea from. Like VSTs, like all this stuff is... I've even seen people to the point go, guitar pedals. What about guitar pedals? It's like, what about fucking guitar pedals? What about them? Where's your brain, you idiot? Is this the problem that currently on planet Earth we are surrounded by 90% fuckwits? Is that the problem? I think that could be the problem. Fuckwits. Because what about guitar pedals? When I see this argument, what about guitar pedals? It's like, yeah, it's a fucking pedal. It changes the tone of the guitar, but somebody's got to be playing the guitar, motherfucker. Somebody with talent. Somebody without talent, right? Gaining talent, learning things, getting better. I got better today. I learned something. I achieved a goal. All the things you won't get with generating shit, right? And it is very funny seeing people get so upset. Isn't it the same as using sampled loops? But somebody made it. right? Somebody made it. Now, there was a kickback against sampled loops back in the day. Somebody made that sampled loop. Somebody busted their ass to learn the skills to make the thing that's in that fucking loop. And where the creative part is understanding that and taking that loop and then with your skills in the song that you've already got making, that you're making over here, right? Here you're making it. You've taken that other thing from somebody and put that in there. But somebody's made it. Because there's already AI stuff that's making loops, just generating loops from nothing, drum beats and stuff like that. But again, if you want to collaborate with, I don't know, somebody else's work, I mean, that's the whole, I don't want to get into that. We know that the fucking deal with that. We know the deal that, yeah, and you're getting permission. There you go. So we've covered all this many times. I'm not talking about that stuff today. I'm just talking about talent, right? Because ego is another thing, right? Now, we all know this, right? In the music industry, ego's a huge thing. G'day, Pete Johns. I saw you sneak in there. Ego's a huge thing. I got an ego to some degree. I'll tell you, you want to help your ego and get to a better place? Just do some DMT in a controlled environment with friends. You will face your ego and it will go. And it will be a lot less. Trust me on that. Anybody who's done DMT will understand what I'm talking about. Ego's a tough thing to deal with as a musician, right? Because you work really hard because you want to be respected. You want people to fucking like what you're doing, right? And you want to be proud of the stuff that you do. Like that's the thing, isn't it? Right? You make the thing. You're proud of what you've learned. You've worked really hard. Most of us know this, right? RTG, what's going on? But ego is a thing. And it comes from being told, hey, you're really good. And that's how you deal with ego. So in the music industry, egos are everywhere. Big egos. Even the people who run the fucking music industry, their egos are bigger than all of us. And they don't even make music. They just crush us down to the smallest possible thing they can, try and crush everything that comes out of us so they can make more money. Their egos are unbelievable. But now we're seeing this new ego. The ego of the prompter. It's like, I didn't have to do anything to get where I am. Look at my, fuck you. And there are some creators, man, who can't deal with feedback. There are some musicians who can't deal with feedback. Thankfully, a lot of us here thrive off feedback. A lot of you that I've met came from Facebook groups where the whole purpose of the group was feedback. You'd put out something and go, hey, what do you guys think? Can somebody offer me some feedback? And that feedback has got a lot of us to where we are right now, where you're not so much asking for as much feedback as what you did back maybe 5 years ago. I know there's a few people here who back in the day, 5 years ago, 6 years ago on Facebook, you'd be putting something out there and asking for feedback all the time. And now those very same people are just dropping bombs, just dropping music every 3 weeks or whatever going, look, I don't need feedback on this, right? Because you get better. Because asking for feedback is, if it's good, if you trust the people to give you feedback, your ego should not go crazy. But feedback threatens the illusion of mastery, doesn't it? For some people, like they just don't want feedback. And for some people out there, look, this is a truth. Some people learning requires admitting that I don't know anything. And that's hard for some people, right? Carlos, good to see you. That's a hard thing for a lot of people to admit that I don't know this thing. Because like everyone's scared. Well, social media, look, social media has generated this me world where everybody's got to put up photos of their dinner. Everybody's got to prove that there's something that they're not continuously. There's so many people I look at, and I'm not talking about from this immediate community, outside of this music community that we're a part of. So many people I look at and just go, God, everything you post is utter bullshit. I know your life is fucking toilet right now. It's fucking so shit. But you need to project this image of fucking bullshit for your ego. And this is what's interesting, seeing this ego creep into these prompters and these Suno groups and stuff. It's very weird. It's like, yeah, but I don't need advice on how to prompt over here. I'm fucking like, they're starting to even eat each other over it. Right? And they're starting to post their earnings. Oh man, I got to tell you, if you want to laugh, guys, go and join some of these Suno groups on Facebook. You will laugh. You will laugh. So don't interact. Just read. They're posting like how much money they're earning through like streaming services, and oh my god, and it's this constant strategy, right? It just feels like you're in a strategy group of how can we rig the system to all make some money, like. And but I'm just doing it because Jesus told me, or I'm just doing it because I just want to get my pain out through poetry. But then a week later, they're like, look how much money I'm making through. And it's like, you fucking losers. Go fuck yourselves. You're such dog shit. You have no skills, no talent, no nothing. And I'll tell you what, when all this shit busts, where are you going to go? I'll tell you back. You're going to go back to the fucking love group on Facebook and desperately try and meet people in your own fucking, it's, because it's coming, man. It's coming, this thing. So ego is obviously a problem with talent, but most of us, ego's, it's separate. Like, it's not something that you can learn to control your ego and put that in check and not be a cunt. And I'll tell you how that works. That's by putting other people first, right? That's just a simple trick to do. Right? For example, I could give a fuck about my music anymore. I'm all about promoting other people's music. I could give a shit. Nobody listens to my music anyway. I'd rather try and get other people to listen to other people's music. That helps your ego, trust me. Quantity over craft. I really want to touch on this because this is... I know this is going to upset some people, and I don't give a shit because that's what this show's about, right? Hello, Mark Noise. Releasing too much music. AI artists do it fucking... There's AI artists out there who just this year alone have 45 albums. Okay. Fucking... But even in our community too, there seems to be a lot of music that's released like every week, but it's the same artists. I just... And hell, I'm not telling people how to do what they do, right? But I'll tell you what, there's a little bit of magic behind just holding off on shit, yeah? And really maturing something. There's a reason why matured cheese tastes good and why matured wine and scotch and all that stuff tastes good, because it's had time to mature, and it's the little things in the barrel have done their little things that barrels of scotch do to make it taste that you want to fuck it. It's so good, right? And if it's not been like matured and like zestified and had all the things that happen and had the wood go through it in the I want to fuck you, that kind of thing. Brad will love that. What are you? You know, when you eat that fucking and you get a piece of fucking cheese that's been matured, fucking delicious, right? Sometimes it's good to let things mature a little bit. Let it breathe, even with music, right? Even with music, just give it a little bit of time. Sit back on it, go do something else, come back, listen to it again. What can I do? Take something out of it, because maybe there's too much in it. Maybe there's something missing here. Take a little bit of time. You know what? Nobody's going to forget you. Again, this is the need of like, if I don't do anything, people are going to forget me. They're not. It's only like a few more days. It's only an extra week. Relax. But because good songs do take time, right? They do. And this is why AI shit sounds like shit, because it's made so quickly. It's generated, it's out, and you go, okay, because it's trained on like the most successful songs out there. The successful chord progressions, the successful rises in songs, the successful melody lines, and you're just hearing the same successful shit, but like crap. But I'll tell you what, some of the best songs have had a lot of pain, and again, it's like learning. It's like you're going to get more talented the more time you take to get better. I'm missing comments here, I know this. Can we touch on people using voices from programs such as Ace Studio, Suno claiming it's their own for that other video? Well, you know, hey, look, I don't have too much of a problem of people using voices especially when they don't have a voice, or in certain examples, like my friend who I did a song with, Denise, who's here, who has cerebral palsy and wants to make music and has a story to tell. And we came together and used a program so she could sing on my song. I see stuff like that. I think that's where technology shines, right? Beautiful. There's a beautiful story. Again, that's the magic of music, isn't it? There's a fucking real story there. There's something that's fucking amazing that has come together. And the song was so good that we put out, ended up being the opening track of the charity album. And lots of people have said that's an amazing song. But it came from a collaboration of me putting together music, her hearing the music, not being able to do that kind of, being able to sing that part. And that's where it works. It has a story, it works, and it all makes sense. But fucking if you're just sitting there just pumping shit in, then you're going to get shit pumped out. There's no story, there's no collaboration, there's no real music that's being made. So there are examples where I think, hello, Laurie. And I'm sure I'm missing people. Jamie Lynn. So quantity, right? Algorithms, this is the thing. Algorithms have forced us to work under frequency, work under trends, work under sameness, right? That's what they've done to us. That's what they've done to us here. They've put this unseen, invisible pressure on top of our shoulders as musicians who like write stuff through experience and our soul, our heart, our feelings, and all this stuff. And now we have this added thing on top of us of like, you've got to get things out. And it's got to be trendy. It's got to be trendy. Like everybody's got to be liking the same thing at the same time. And it's not going to be the same, because if it's not the same, because that's how record labels work, right? They go, wow, everybody like got into Robbie Williams. Is there anyone else that sounds like Robbie Williams? We need another 100 Robbie Williams. That's the way the industry works. And this is why this AI shit's kind of working, you know, because we need another Robbie Williams. No, we don't need another fucking Robbie Williams. We don't need that coked out freak back in our lives. But the craft, right? What are the rewards? Patience, refinement, depth. These are the things from holding back and releasing stuff so quickly. We're still talking about quantity over craft, right? Putting out all that stuff all the time. Holding back sometimes allows you to be able to have, to have some patience. These are things that are valuable just in everyday life. Learning patience and refinement and depth and restraint, right? All the things that are very valuable for music, to create music. It's not just about like talent, is it? Talent, you can learn all the scales as much as you want, but there's so much more. There's how do I put words together that, like listen to John Prine or, people who write lyrics like that. Amazing stuff. I wouldn't have known who John Prine ever was until I met Brad Example. And now I'm addicted to the fuck. But patience, refinement, tenacity, right? All this stuff is part of talent. It's not just, right? It's being able to hold back. And this is the thing with AI. It's like, but I don't want to hold back. I just want to like make 100 albums in 1 year because I just can't stop making them. Look how easy it is. This is the thing. But like, and some of us, we struggle, right? As talented musicians, right? We struggle with the notion of like, oh, fuck, I didn't get any songs out this year, or this year was really tough for me getting music out. Well, you know what? Sometimes that fucking happens. It does. And you don't know. Next year you may fucking have like 6 songs, that whole album come out. You're not always going to have shit coming out. You're not always going to be in the right space. But for these people, it's got to be. We got 10 minutes. History matters, right? Here's another thing. History matters. Generational music matters. And this is one of my fears is with the current trend towards having no talent and releasing all this music. And hopefully the trend's going to continue with it getting removed because it's happening. Just believe me, it is happening. And it's a good thing, right? This is going to, all this AI stuff is a very good thing at this point. It's really going to change music for us, for musicians, for the better, and for people who listen to music. It's gonna work. Like it's actually a good thing. But history matters, right? Because studying the past, like for anything, is important, right? So I'm a big fan of, don't take down that statue that's racist. Leave it there. I want to be reminded of that. I don't want people to remove things that are ugly of our history. We need to be reminded of ugly history, and we need to be reminded of good history as well, right? Because when you hide stuff, then that's essentially what people are doing with the internet, like deleting history so we don't remember, right? And we should remember the good and the bad, and so we don't make the same mistakes. And it comes to with music too, because the history of music is vast and deep, full of mistakes, full of embarrassing things, full of great highs and great lows. There's artists that fucking have Milli Vanilli to all the way to the top of like the Beatles and Elvis and all the controversies around music, all the things that have made us feel. History is so important, and it contributes to talent, doesn't it? Because it inspires you, it influences the music, it helps, it gets you into making music in the first place. So history is super fucking important, and I don't want to live in a world where fucking there's some AI artist that is like, I want to be just like that one day. No, go fuck yourself. Right? Real talent. Real talent to me comes from somebody who wants to understand why something works, why something exists, and then trying to find out how. Right? Well, let's remember absolutely. Let's remember them. We need to know they exist, Mr. Smith. We need to remember the black and white minstrel shows fucking exist, right? I don't want to sit there and watch them. They're fucking vile. But I want to know that they're there. If they're gone, then history repeats, and it's vile. But talent to me is wanting to understand why something works, and then working out how, and how can I do it, and chasing improvement. And look, it's one of the reasons I do this show, why it's called How to App on iOS. I'm not here to sell you fucking apps. I'm here to show you how, and then you've got to work out why. That's your question. I'm just here to show you how. This is how it works, and I don't always do a good job of it because I got to learn it myself. And there's not a lot of time in the day, right? And the difference between isn't lessons or no lessons, it's drive versus entitlement. I hope you've taken away some bangers today. Drive versus entitlement. This is, forget talent, right? You either want to do the thing and want to get better and excel at the thing, and that's up to you what your reasons are for it, for yourself, to be able to knock these things on the head and go, yeah, man, I fucking did that. I don't give a shit, right? I don't give a shit. If you don't feel this when you fucking achieve something, if you don't go, yeah, man, I did that thing, then you're not a human, right? I did that thing. I busted my ass to do that thing. I did it. It's a drive to do it. And the fucking sense of accomplishment when doing it. And you know what? And to actually, you watch these AI artists, right? Watch them. When they drop a song on YouTube and somebody comments and goes, your voice is amazing. You will never see them address it. Never. You will never see them address it, right? And they know that that's not them. And they'll never address it. And they'll just say, bless you for liking my music. Fuck off. Fuck you. Because me, personally, when somebody tells me that they think my voice is really good, I go, fuck yeah, man. Thank you. I fucking bust my ass to be able to sing good. Fuck. Endless tears, pain, giving up fucking girlfriends, jobs, fucking everything. Losing all my record costs, just so much, right? To get that. And if it touches somebody, if I can make somebody cry just through my fucking voice, oh, every fucking minute of it was fucking worth it. Every single minute. But I'm telling you, man, if you've chosen the path of prompting and you're hiding behind a bullshit facade of like, this is my voice, and people are going, oh, this really touched me. You are sitting behind your screen going, thank you. because you have no idea, right? There is no connection. There is no connection because there's nothing better than fucking learning something and achieving something. And that's not only singing, right? It's everything, right? I don't know. Unfortunately, this is where we're at. There is a selection of people in this world who just want everything handed to them yesterday. They don't want to do anything. And they've been handed tools that they've been told, this is the future. This is the place where we're going. I'm here to tell you right now that this is not our future. And how do we make it not our future? By just saying, no, that's not my future. The power, sometimes it feels like in this modern world that we are becoming more powerless, and it's an illusion. It is utter rubbish. In fact, right now, we have more power than we've ever had before. They haven't shut down the fucking internet completely. We are still, I haven't been shut down. Listen to this. Look, I'm sitting here saying all this shit. We still have the power to fucking change the way the world is heading by saying, no, this is not what we want. And enough people fucking say it, then you fucking change it, right? That is the way it's happened. It's happened before with music. Throughout history, these things have happened. This has happened before. We change things. We change the future. We make the decisions by just saying, no, I don't want this. I want a world where fucking music matters. I want a world where fucking everything, the things that I enjoy matter. I want to learn things. I want to share things. I want to get better. We should be wanting to get better because being better is gooder. The worst quote of the whole show right there. Being better is gooder. All right? That's it. And that's how we're going to close it today because there is this notion at the moment where for a long time, the music industry on YouTube's been all fucking negative about AI stuff. And, it's going to be the downfall of all this stuff. If you allow it to. If you just fucking lay down your guns and you just give up and become one of them, you may as well just start prompting right now. Just give up. If that's your choice, go join them. Because over here on this part of the world, I don't know about you, I'm ready to fucking say no. I'm ready to not accept it. I am not ever going to accept it. Rhodey, what's going on? And here's proof. Pete Johns is up next playing your music live. Because I know you guys aren't ready to let go yet. I know you guys are ready to say no, right? Because you wouldn't be making music if it wasn't. And I don't want to sit here and fight with these AI fuckwits. I don't have time, right? But I do love reading their nonsense. It's pretty funny. And if they think they're fucking actually learning anything, they're dumb cunts. So good luck with that. Have fun. But over here on this camp, we say no. And being better is gooder, right? And keep doing the things that make you happy. That's the most important thing because your best music will come from you. Will come from your experiences, will come from your drive, will come from your willing to learn and achieve and be better because that's what we're here for. Nothing else, man. If you want to fucking go and join that circle, go. See you later. Prompters make me smile. Tibbity, 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 tibbity. Love to you all. Thanks for joining us. Now, we've got some big shows coming up here this week. We've got an APRA review tomorrow, but even better, at the end of each year on this channel, we go through, not only we do this, the best apps of 2025. That's happening this week, right? So come and join us for the best apps of 2025, and then I will do this show the day after, the best indie songs of 2025. From this community, from you. I'm just going to do what I do at the end of every year, grab a list of the songs that I thought were awesome in no particular order. There's no bullshit, no competition, just songs that make me feel shit. Because that's what it's about, music that makes me feel something. I hear it and go, I love that. That is fucking beautiful, top tier fucking music. I love you all. And I can't wait to see what you all make in 2026. Let's do it. See you over at Pete's. Oge.